So this is one of my personal favorite pranayama practices, but this might not be yours. So I'm going to put that caveat out front. So we are going to do some breath holds in this meditation, and that is not going to be ideal for everyone. If you're suffering from anxiety, if you are feeling constricted in the terms of like you start to kind of get amped up, but not in a good way, then the breath hold part is not going to be for you. So I will give a cue of what you can do instead. So this practice can be for you and it can be modified. You'll just keep your breath even. So, and each of these breaths, we're going to go through 4 different breaths, and we're going to do them for a total of 5 rounds each. Now, I tend to have, and I know this about myself, so if I'm going to record this, but you might be going faster than me or maybe slower. I tend to have a long inhale and exhale. So if it gets to be too long for you, my cueing, go with your own breath. Don't feel like you need to stay with me. And then you can just kind of pause and wait for me. So you might end up doing 7 rounds while I get to my 5. All right. And then you can practice this on your own if this feels like something that you would like and you would like this to be part of your regular routine. This can be something, again, that you pair. I personally like to pair this with the Samanuvaya meditation. So I actually will do the Samanuvaya meditation first and then do this pranayama practice right after. So you can kind of play around with that. It usually takes me about 12, 13 minutes, depending on how long I go with my breath. But that could be a good little morning starter for you, or even just a coming back after lunch, a midday check-in. So let's get started. The first round, we're going to do even breath. So that means a 1-to-1 count, which would mean you're going to inhale and exhale for the same amount. When we do this, we'll always seal the mouth off, and we're going to be breathing in and out through the nose. So if you have a cold or some congestion going on, this again might not be the best practice for you to do right now. All right, so I'm just going to leave my eyes open as I do this one, but feel free. I usually close my eyes, but I'm going to leave it open just because I want to make sure everything is recording. All right, so we're going to go ahead, closing your eyes if you want. We're going to inhale our breath for a count of 6, and then we're immediately going to exhale for a count of 6. Now, again, it's only through the nostrils. So go ahead, inhaling and exhaling for a count of 6, and we're going to do that for 5 rounds. Now we're going to add on. We're going to inhale for a count of 6. You'll hold the breath at the top of the inhale for a count of 4. You'll exhale again through the nose for a count of 6, and then go right back into that inhale for 6, hold the breath at the top for 4, exhale for 6. If that feels like too much with the hold, go ahead and just stay with that 6 to 6 count breath. And again, we're going to do that for 5 rounds. After you've completed the 5 rounds of that, we're going to go into our next round, which is going to be an inhale and exhale for a count of 9. So once more, if 9 feels like a stretch, but like not in a great way, then go ahead and just take it to 7 or 8. You know, how can you maybe increase by 1? All right. So again, we'll do 5 rounds, 9 to 9 count. So inhale and exhale for a count of 9. And now our final round. So our final round, this is a lot more intense. Now, when you do this on your own, you wouldn't have these breaks in between. You just go right into that next round. Or if you're trying to still remember them, you'd maybe look at a sheet of paper quick and come back right into the breath. But this round is going to be inhale for a count of 9. You're going to hold at the top for a count of 4, exhale for 9, and hold for a count of 6 at the bottom. So a lot of the times that 6 feels like, whoa, kind of came out of nowhere. So really just kind of testing, see what feels good in your body. Again, if you're on the like, okay, that's a push, but not in a good way, I feel in my head or really anxious, skip the pauses and just again, come back to the even breath. So whether that be 9 to 9 or 8 to 8. All right. But again, I'll remind you one more time. It's 9, inhale, hold at the top for 4, exhale for 9, hold at the bottom for 6. We'll do that 5 rounds. And then when you're done with the practice, maybe you just flip with your palms down on your lap. Just taking a few, just inhale, exhale, open the mouth, come back to your natural breath. And this again can be done seated in a chair. It can be done on your, if you have a meditation cushion, on the floor, whatever is comfortable. So again, comfortable seated position. If it's not comfortable to sit cross-legged, take the legs out wide, find something that is comfortable. So, and the breath work is hopefully, it's meant to calm you down and connect you back into your body. So if that longer exhale and the holds did not feel good in your body, just switch it up. You know, that might not be the time for you to do those practices, and maybe you come back to it in a later stage of life.